welcome back to Interview with the Vampire. I am terrified of this episode. I don't know if I even want to watch it. Of course I do, but here we go. I could not prevent it.
Anyone want to start?
I don't think anyone wants to tell this part of the story.
Abducted.
Armand sold you out.
I'm talking now.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No interruptions on this one, Malloy. Ooh, just that little bit right there. I need to see them all die. I need to see everyone in this coven die a horrible death.
Our hearing, a vice handle turning.
Jesus.
I shall be your angel of death.
And what did they do to Madeline? Just, like, hypnotized her? What was going on there?
Future together. Not much time left, Lestat.
From Claudia's perspective, she had every right to be so hateful towards society. Ooh, oh, Jesus.
Ankle tendons slashed to the bone. I could feel a presence
You know he's coming.
in the air.
Oh, this is so bad. This is so bad.
I have a box at Roland Garros for the men's doubles. I'm gonna train the Australians if they win.
That's funny considering the actor is Australian.
It's their turn to hurt.
You hurt them the entire time you were with them.
Old boyfriend.
Okay, all right. I sold him out.
And then he put
Yeah, you did.
no trial
Yes.
in front of
Nicolas de Lafont, heartbreakingly beautiful boy.
And what happened exactly?
Died by his own hand.
Oh, with a little help from others.
And saw Armand in one of the boxes.
That makes a lot of sense.
He was as much of a captive as we were.
No, I don't believe that. I straight up do not believe that. That man has telekinesis and all kinds of crazy powers. Bullshit.
Or they'd kill me.
It was a part of
Sure they would.
Who did you meet there, Monsieur de Liancourt?
Very curious to see how he responds to this.
Louis de Pointe-de-Lac.
The accused.
I didn't point. I merely glanced his way.
It seems like Lestat is not staying on script, which is interesting.
A vampire was being hunted with every
That is not how it happened.
beat, every sidelong glance. Louis was saying, "Come to me." Come to me?
What?
Do you know that it was not your own voice, Louis?
Was it?
Screaming them!
I'm inclined to say I don't believe that, but like maybe Louis did get that wrong.
I destroyed that priest and another right in front of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, destroyed is a good way to put it, because you punched through his face. I remember my reaction to that.
With a kiss of acceptance.
Yeah.
Yes.
Excuse me?
Something. It disgusts you.
I'm pretty sure it disgusts a whole lot of people.
Well, fuck those people.
You tried to desert, but you couldn't read your map, and eventually you stumbled back to your line and claimed you'd been lost in the fog.
Where lies their disgust now?
Lestat, you just gained like 200 points of favor from me. Loved that.
This is vampire loneliness.
I'm almost curious to know what that kind of loneliness feels like.
There was a night.
It's not like Louis really knew any better at the time. He had only been a vampire for a pretty short while.
Recalling her transformation weeks after the event.
God, it drives me crazy that they won't let them speak at all.
Took all the familiar pieces of Louis' life, defiled them.
I mean, he hasn't really changed all that much.
Going cold. What do we do?
Nothing. We do nothing.
Yes, I can.
The great laws forbid it.
Great loss. She's gonna die.
Oh, so he did tell them about the laws. Or at least that one.
Reason.
I promise. I'll be happy. For you.
I don't remember it happening like this. I didn't rewatch the first season, but I don't remember him saying it like that.
And she will be miserable, and you will love her, and it will spiral beyond your reach.
I mean, Lestat is right.
Train her first, Louis.
Asked if I was an angel.
It's like, you're not doing it right, first of all.
It's not how it happened.
But that is how it happened, isn't it?
I'll do anything. Please, I'll be anything.
Shit, that does make Louis like a lot more manipulative than I had realized. And the Lestat was right.
Regret this for the rest of your life.
Well, shit. Like, yeah, they tried to warn you, Louis. Really shouldn't have done this to
I
her.
made her for. I broke the second law. When you sentence them for their crimes, you sentence me too.
Ooh, that was definitely off script as well.
It's all lies, right?
Trial here.
It's a whole lot.
Oh, Claudia.
You should go with Lestat's version.
Unwelcome clarity.
Claudia was an
good way to put it.
unforeseen joy.
Lunch is served.
Rashid,
Claudia's
not right now.
defect.
A penchant for human souvenirs.
She put yours in.
You did go after a lot of people there, Claudia. that was insane.
You still hope that he'll love you.
That's the thing. He always did love you. It was just a really complicated scenario. He was grieving.
Do you find affection elsewhere?
No, you do not.
Antoinette Brown.
You could at least have told him about Antoinette. Fuck Antoinette. I don't want to talk about that bitch.
She's an artful predator. I see the best of my vampiric self in her.
She's not a predator.
She looked. At first, we just slammed each other around our townhouse.
Pretty intense for...
Years of.
I don't remember him ever saying to stop.
You're gonna leave me.
Oh, the way he said that actually makes me feel really bad for him.
And now I'm gonna find a big old butcher knife and chop your head off. And I'm gonna feed it to the fucking lions.
Jesus. Oh my god. I love the acting here, but like, Jesus, that's scary. And that's why he went so insane there at the end of that.
He tried to kill him.
Oh, did he?
I mean, he did have his fingers like through his jaw and then threw him.
High up into the air.
Yes.
And you let him fall. It's a hard fall. Nothing more. Lestat.
Took him a long time to recover from that hard fall.
You knew he would be fine, and he was fine.
No!
Oh shit. It's going off
He
script
wasn't
again.
fine.
There was no scripting, Lestat. You cannot script a hurricane.
That is definitely true.
And it did hurt him. I know. I saw, because I am the one who broke him.
For the first time, I genuinely feel his remorse over that.
Crushing what you cannot own.
Shit. I really didn't expect he felt this way about it.
I will always be sorry for what I did to you.
If it's true, it's too fucking late.
I was not.
Honestly, Claudia's right, and so is Lestat.
I wasn't thinking about Lestat's sincerity,
I mean, I don't know, that
how I was going to die.
seemed very sincere to me.
Can I cry and say that I'm sorry to him?
Oh, whoopsie daisy. Bailiff, could you clear it up, please?
God, I have to see him die. I have to see Santiago and the rest of this coven die. I have to. If I don't get that, I will not watch another season of this show.
Never been about me.
And she's right.
I was just a roof shingle that flew over your house.
It always just comes back to how it affects Louis and Lestat. Oh, this poor girl. She has no idea what's even going
Not
on.
a trial. It's a stoning.
In accordance with vampiric law, may she not join the coven and become one with us?
Fuck that. Fuck you people.
Die. Oh, point.
Honestly, I would rather die than join this coven after all this.
Madeleine Epavier.
And my immortal companion is Claudia. My coven is Claudia.
Aww. Damn right.
There being only one sentence applicable.
May I ask the court for a final request?
No.
Let her have it.
Thank you, Lestat.
If there is an afterlife, I'm gonna come back and fucking kill all of you.
Hell yes. Yeah, you better be afraid, because she'll goddamn do it.
I'm still gonna find a way.
What's going on? Oh, so that's your play, huh?
Banishment.
Banishment. Banishment.
With all your gifts, that's all you do? You couldn't have done the
saved
same
you.
for Claudia or
It took all my
Madeline.
strength.
Again, I do not
Saved
believe you.
Louis,
It took all my strength.
Yes.
but not her.
I could not prevent it.
I don't believe you. I really hate this. I'm really gonna enjoy watching every single one of you suffer as a result of this. Because there's no way Louis did not get his vengeance on these people.
Defiant. Scared.
I really don't want to see this, man.
One another.
Oh, they reversed it where Claudia's holding her.
Claudia gave the audience her back. And Madeline succumbed first. The last thing she saw on Earth was him.
Fuck that, dude. That actually makes me want to cry. Oh. That's how you end the episode. That's just brilliant. Oh, that was rough. That was really rough. I managed to hold the tears back. It was actually kind of hard there at the end, though. Even though I knew how that whole situation was going to end for Claudia. That was really rough. I think the only thing that fought back the tragedy and sadness of the moment was just how angry I felt towards literally everyone else at that point. I was like, I am angry at Lestat, I'm angry at Armand, I'm angry at this coven. And as I said multiple times, I cannot wait to watch them die. Because I know there is no shot that Louis is going to let them walk away from that. No way. Again, I don't know how it happened in the movie, but there is no way Louis is just going to let that slide. I liked how this episode almost worked as a recap episode of sorts. A lot of penultimate episodes in a season will do that, where it's like, okay, let's kind of go over where we've been, what we've done. But they did it in this trial theatrical setting, which made it more unique and interesting. And they really kept up the tension of, what is going to happen. This is clearly a life or death scenario. I also really like that we got a different perspective to certain events that happened at that time. It wasn't just straight up a recap of like, hey, you remember this? You remember this? It's more like, I know you remember it this way, but this is possibly what actually happened. And it painted Louis in a much more, or I should say, a much less friendly light. Like, he really manipulated that situation with Louis and Claudia to make her into a vampire. He was told the risks. He was told exactly how this was going to go wrong. He's going to regret it. And rather than accept that, or even just be, angry at Lestat for not doing this one thing for him, he forced the situation. He told him, I'll love you, I'll stay with you, I'll be whatever you want, just do this for me. And I'm now starting to see why some people were like, oh, you shouldn't hate on Lestat so much, you shouldn't hate on Lestat so much. I still do to a degree. Again, the later scene where it's revealed that he completely lost it on Louis and, dropped him from the sky, was because of the really horrible things that Louis was saying to him. And Louis was the one instigating the situation and pushing the fight further and further. I still don't find that to be a good excuse when Lestat is clearly the much stronger of the two. And Lestat obviously agrees with me on that one. Like, he did that to hurt him, and he shouldn't have done it. So I still very much despise him for what he did right there. But it does make me a whole lot less sympathetic towards Louis in that situation. Like, Louis was kinda asking for it. And originally, I was assuming that Lestat was the one who came up with the idea to do this whole trial, to seek out vengeance and, wrote the script and all this and that. But the fact that he went off script so many times, to the disappointment of the rest of the Coven, it makes me think he is as much a prop in this play as the other three. I shouldn't say as much. He clearly has more freedom in this situation than the other three do. And if he really wanted to, he could have tried to save Claudia. He could have tried to stop what happened to her and Madeline, but he did not. So I'm not 100% sure how I'm supposed to feel about how he feels on this whole situation. Because despite the fact that he didn't try to save her, he clearly looked really distraught when she was crumbling right before his eyes. I don't know, it seems like they're trying to say like, oh, he set up this whole situation, he wrote the script, this and that. But that's not my impression, given everything that happened here. But if that's the case, then again, why didn't he try and save Claudia? Why didn't he try and save Louis when they were, asking about the punishment? It seemed like he was equally as confused when he was looking around the audience, and none of them were saying death. They were going to say banishment. So I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel. But I will say, this has made me soften to his character just a little bit. I think he showed true remorse over, breaking Louis the way he did when he was giving that apology. But Claudia is equally right in that situation, saying, oh, am I able to just cry and say I'm sorry for what I did? Because no, of course not. Everyone is here to kill her, and Madeline and Louise. So this is still just a bunch of bullshit. I don't know, as per usual with the show, it's a very complex situation where no one person seems to be correct, with the exception of the Coven being a bunch of awful bastards who have to go. They gotta go. Again, if I do not see them die vicious, horrible deaths, I will not watch season 3 of the show. And I mean that. Like, I am making that promise right now. If I do not see them die, I'm not continuing with this show. Don't spoil it to me in the comments if they do end up dying or not. But I'm making that promise right now. Like, I have to see them. I have to see Louis get some vengeance here. I need it. I really need it. My monkey brain demands vengeance. Because Claudia will not be getting any kind of justice, so vengeance is the next best thing, and I will take it. Overall, I'm going to give this episode possibly a surprising score to some people. I'm going to give this a 9.3 out of 10. I think overall, I still enjoyed the 5th episode a bit more, but I think objectively speaking, this is the best episode of the season so far. It was excellently paced, excellently written. The acting was, off the charts good. Some of the special effects I thought were also really, really fantastic. As horrible of a moment as it was watching Claudia and Madeline, crumble under the sun, that looked really, really good. Even if it was, such an awful moment and made me want to cry. Again, enjoyment-wise, I give this one to episode 5. But film is supposed to elicit strong emotions out of the audience, and this episode sure as hell did that for me. I felt rage, sadness, complex feelings that I couldn't even really grasp fully because I wasn't sure who to trust and what was really the truth. It was Really, really good. Fantastic episode. Absolutely fantastic. Just very rough. It's a rough thing to watch, is all. And oh man, I'm excited for that next one. I believe the next one is the finale. I want to see vengeance. I want to see... Honestly, I want to see Armand get his little ass beat, but I don't know if I'm going to get my wish, considering how this all plays out. As horrible as the events of this episode were, it got me really, really jazzed for whatever's coming next in the finale. And I have no idea how it might end either. I'm like, ooh, going into this very blind. I have no idea what they plan on doing here. So I will see you all on that next one, and that's about it.